Good morning. Today is Thursday, October 26th. The time right now is 10:08 in the morning. Overnight, we can see equity prices in the States continue to slide on the back of a poor earning results from Alphabet, the parent company of Google. And of course, this has been hanging over the markets throughout the whole evening itself. So we can see that in the Dow Jones, it's not doing too badly compared to what is happening in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100. The Dow Jones actually closes about 33,035, which is not that far away from the low traded on at the beginning of the month on October the 6th at 32,846.9. So, but going forward, there is a possibility somewhere between 33,000 to 32,300. I think the market may be able to hold because the market right now have two layers of support here, in my opinion, that may actually cause price to stabilize and perhaps even rebound. So going forward, do look out for a possibility of a rebound in US equity markets. And in the S&P 500, we can see the S&P 500, since the market top out at 4,607, this is the lowest it has ever traded at the overnight low of 4,181.4. Again, this is a level of a possible support. The level is 4,166 to 4,195. There is a possibility this area may be able to offer some kind of relief, feeling which the market may actually target the 4,050 to 4,090 levels, which is the next layer of support. And over in the Nasdaq 100, we can see prices continue to slide. Again, very similar to the S&P 500, since the market top out at 15,932. This is the lowest it has ever traded at 14,362 overnight. And this is an area of support between 14,216 to 14,375 the cash index. Now, this is also the area of equality. So there's a very, very good chance, technically speaking, this area may actually hold and cause a market to rebound somewhat. And in the Hong Kong market, we can see that the Hang Seng market continue to slide on the back of a country homes default, or rather technical default. We can see that Hang Seng actually managed to rally very aggressively to 17,553 before it lose it all, and is currently flirting with the low that we have seen so far at 16,876. Okay, so there is a good chance that following what happens on Wall Street, if the Wall Street stabilizes, there's a good chance that Hang Seng may actually catch some wind and perhaps even rebound somewhat. But in the meantime, the area to watch will be 16,767 to 16,879, which may offer some kind of temporary relief. Over in the Nikkei, we can see Nikkei continue to slide. The high traded is 31,461, and the Nikkei is currently trading at about 30,661. Now, this is happening on the back of a break in the dollar-yen high of 150.16 that we saw on October the 6th. So we can see that prices right now is coming down in the Japanese equity, because at some point in time, the pressure is building up for the Bank of Japan to actually restructure their yield control monetary policy, because the market right now is believing that the longer it takes for the Japanese to react, the worse the situation may actually happen, not only for the dollar versus the yen, but also for the Nikkei equity markets itself. So do watch out for further weakness in Japanese equity, perhaps gunning for 29,800 to 30,000. So look out for these levels to actually be achieved over the medium term. Okay, over the dollar, we can see dollar continue to rally. Yesterday, we can see that there was a clean break in the dollar index itself from this near-term resistance line. There's a very good chance market now will be gunning to challenge a 107.45. The initial expectation of a pullback to somewhere 105 has been eliminated for now. Okay, let's see if the market will go up and challenge a 107.05. However, when the price do ever get into this bracket of prices between 106.70 to 107.13, there could be a possibility that market may be kept for a while before it attempt higher. Okay, over in the euro versus the dollar, the euro is definitely suffering right now. The market having a rebound in a three-way equality move to just under 107 right now, is coming back to 105 half levels. So at the rate it is going, there's a very good chance the low at 104.48 may not even hold. It will be tested one more time. Okay, and over in sterling is mimicking what we are seeing in the euro versus the dollar, and this did not even manage to do a three-wave rally, and right now the price is already below this leg at 120.90. So I'll probably have to erase this and consider the possibility that market may actually go under 120.37. Okay, over in the Aussie, now Aussie has a bad day today. Overnight we see the inflation situation in Australia has actually gone from bad to worse. So this is actually causing market expectation that the Reserve Bank of Australia may have to hike rates. However, the governor did not do such a move, and this is causing speculators to actually dump the Aussie dollars right now, and it is currently trading at just above, just under 0.63 at 0.6280. Okay, so this is where we are right now, and the market right now may actually go even lower to test the 0.62 levels. Okay, this could be the next layer of prices in which the market may actually be trading. Now, dollar yen, after initially punching through the 150.16, like I said, last traded on October the 3rd, currently now is testing the high end of the market at 150.30 as we are speaking. If this continues, there's a good chance the market will actually edge higher to 150.80 to 152 levels. Now, this is the last level in which we saw the intervention that occurred last October. So be very careful as the market goes into this bracket of prices. Anything above 150.70 will look to become very attractive, purely on the prospect of an intervention. I think the Japanese authority is very likely to intervene because there is nothing there's nothing good coming up from a weak yen. So because the Japan practically import all their energy needs, and if the energies are all priced in dollar, it means their energy import is going to cost a lot more if in the face of a weak yen. So I think at some point, the Japanese authority will have to intervene, and a good area based on last year's activity, we can see that this area here is the most likely area for the Japanese authority to come in to intervene. So if you have a contrarian view, just be sure that you put a stop if you want to go against the market here. Okay, I will most likely do a trade, okay, nearer to 151. If I will have to see how the market reacts. Okay, if the market fails to get to the ideal point to sell, and if a reversal signal does happen, I will take the Q and just go against the trend, putting my stop very tight. Okay, dollar Canadian also having the same thing. The strength of dollar has seen the dollar Canadian right now trading higher, and last few days crude oil prices has been retreating, so there's also underpinning the dollar Canadian rally here. Prices is likely to challenge the 138 to 138.60 level, which is right now where it is flirting right now. So very good chance the market will go into this bracket of prices, and we could possibly get some kind of reaction if that is the case. So do watch out for that as well. Okay, and in the crude oil, like I say, crude oil has been coming off, and this morning we have a bit of a rebound. Last night low was $82.08, and the market reacted within this area of prices, which I previously highlighted, could be actually see some kind of buying interest. But the market dropped short by 2 cents, okay, before the market reacted to the upside. So mainly, we may have already seen the low for all I know. So right now, if you see a pullback, maybe it is worth to consider taking a speculative long position. Considering the tension in the Middle East, we have seen a lot, somewhat easing of tension, because the US has been telling the Israeli to hang on, do not launch the ground offensive until they get their defenses ready. Okay, meaning to say that the US want to send more missiles over, or maybe some kind of defensive posture over to the Mediterranean before they will talk to the Israelis about the ground offensive that the Israelis is very adamant in launching. Okay, over in the gold market, we can see gold continues to rally. Like I said, the tension in the Middle East is not going to subside. It's not going to go away. I think it's going to get from bad to worse at some point, and it is what is driving the gold market right now. It is definitely attracting a lot of haven buying. And over in silver, we see the same thing. Silver actually managed to pull back a little bit to $22.55 overnight, and right now it's at $22.90, and I think the market is definitely going to go out and take out the $23.77 over time. And over in Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin is currently very elevated. We have a bit of a pullback, but this pullback is very shallow. There's a possibility we at best we could expect is something like this. Okay, maybe a pullback another one more time to somewhere between 32,660 to 33,140. I think that will be a good level to pick up some more Bitcoin, because I think there's going to be one missing leg way above 35,265. Okay, so this is my 2 cents worth. In the meantime, you take care, and I come back to you tomorrow with another update. Bye bye.